You know, Jesus was our greatest example of compassion. Jesus was moved with compassion when he saw the people scattered and weary. It says that he yearned in his bowels at what he saw. And he had compassion. He had an outward manifestation of pity. And he felt the need to help those. The Good Samaritan, who had cultural differences between the Samaritans and the Jews. When he saw a Jew who had fell by the wayside, who fell among thieves, unlike the priests and the Levites, this Samaritan helped this Jew. The Word of God says that this Samaritan was moved, or he had compassion on him. The Word of God tells us in Luke 6:35, 36, says, do good and lend. Love your enemies. Do good and lend, but do nothing expecting anything in return. Be merciful as your Father in heaven is merciful. When was the last time you had a moment of feeling like sympathetic towards someone less fortunate? When was the last time you felt that it's something that you saw just really it just twisted your bowels, and you felt so sad, so sympathetic, so filled with empathy at what you saw that it moved you to compassion? Or maybe you saw something, and like the Levite and the priest, you went around that situation. You went around that person because you didn't want to have to deal with it, because you didn't feel that you wanted to have nothing to do with that situation. You weren't compassionate and you weren't merciful. But God is calling his people, therefore, as the elect of God, put on tender mercies. Have yourself a heart of compassion. The Word of God tells us in Colossians that he says that, you know what? We have been renewed by the knowledge, or with the knowledge, of him who created us. See, we can no longer say that we don't have it in us, that it's not possible that we can be compassionate as Jesus was compassionate, that we can't be as merciful and have mercy as the Samaritan had mercy, that we can be as giving and lending of our time, our monies, our talents as Mother Teresa was. Because God has stripped away the old man and gave us a new man, and in that process have renewed our mind with the knowledge of him who has created us. In layman's terms, family, he has taken us back to the original creation. He has taken us back to how we were originally created through the knowledge that has been renewed in us. Therefore, be merciful as your Father is merciful.